Welcome to The Flow, hosted by Bob Martin, slightly edgy glimpses into politics, culture, society, and being human.
Hey, good people. Welcome back to The Flow. It's good to have you here. So today we're talking about money, a lot of it, and what happens when a political party has more cash than it has ideas. So before we get into it, I want to hear from you. Have you already started seeing attack ads this cycle? Drop a comment and tell me what you're seeing, where you live, because I think we're all going to compare notes on this a lot over the next few months. I read every comment. I mean that. So drop it below in the comments. And if you're new here, welcome. The Flow is independent, no corporate sponsor, no network telling me what I can and can't say. So share, comment, and subscribe. It's free, but if you decide to go for a paid subscription, the money after production costs goes straight to Doctors Without Borders, World Central Kitchen, and Oxfam. So subscribing here actually feeds people. All right, let's get into it. I spent years in courtrooms, and if you spend enough time watching juries, you learn something about how the human mind works. Say something once, it's a claim. Say it 3 times in 3 different ways, it starts to feel like something people already knew. And that's not an accident. That's the entire architecture of persuasion. And right now, the people about to spend more money on political advertising than this country has ever seen in a midterm election understand that better than almost anyone alive. So here's what's actually happening. Elon Musk has fired up America PAC again. In 2024, that operation spent more than $250 million getting Trump elected. This time around, the reporting says somewhere between $100 million and $120 million to start, all aimed at Senate and House races in at least 8 states, and that number is expected to grow. Now, you add in Trump's own super PAC sitting at close to $300 million, add in the other billionaires writing checks, and we're talking about a fall campaign funded at a scale we genuinely have not seen ever before. And here's what that money is not funding: a program. Republicans don't have a policy package to run on right now. There's no credible plan to end the long wars they promised to end, no answer for grocery prices, no border fix, no health care plan, none of what actually got a lot of these voters to the polls in the first place. And the polling shows it. Democratic voters are telling pollsters this election matters more to them than any midterm in years. Republican enthusiasm is sagging, worse in some polls than it was right before 2018 wave that cost them the House. Now, when a party doesn't have a record and they can't generate real enthusiasm, it only has one play left: go negative, go personal. So we should expect to see Democrats called jihadists, communists, socialists, the enemy within. We should expect all the old tropes dressed up as new outrage, but built on the same racist and misogynist bones that they've always had. And we should expect it amplified by more money than some countries have in their treasuries. Now, I want to be careful here. I don't know exactly what these ads are going to say yet. Nobody fully does. But we know the pattern. We've watched this movie before, and we know what desperation plus money plus no program actually produces. So here's my idea, and I'll be honest, it's a little brash. Look, the mind doesn't evaluate every single thing it hears. It absorbs. Repetition builds familiarity, and familiarity gets mistaken for truth, whether or not it's actually true. Now, that's not partisan insight, it's just how attention works. And the other side has built their entire fall strategy around that one mechanism. And I say we take that same mechanism and we point it right back at them, honestly, without inventing a single word, because their own words will do all the work we need. Picture a recurring ad, runs everywhere their ads run, shows a real clip, an actual attack ad, one of theirs, an actual claim from a rally or a cable hit, and a voice says, "That was a lie." And then wait a beat. Then 4 words on the screen and in your ear. Those 4 words are, "It's just another lie. It's just another lie." Now you run that a few times right next to the actual ads, and something starts to happen. And no amount of money can buy it back. Every ad they run after that starts carrying the residue of the last one that we flagged. We're not making anything up about them. We're just refusing to let the lie stand alone in the room. I don't think that's cynical. I think it's the opposite. It's a bet that if you show people the truth often enough, right next to the thing that isn't true, they start noticing. They start noticing the difference on their own. It's not manipulation. It's refusing to let repetition be a weapon that only one side gets to use. Now look, we're heading into an ugly autumn. The money says so. The polling says so. History says so too. But ugly doesn't have to mean losing. Not if somebody builds the wall first. It's just another lie. Say it enough times, and maybe for once, the truth is the thing that sticks. That's the idea. I'd love to know what you think. And if you know anyone building an ad campaign this cycle, send them this video. Maybe they'll get a great idea. So let's make it a mantra. It's just another lie. Hey, I'll see you Monday for the Flow Calm Waters and next Wednesday for the Flow Weekly. Stay awake, stay aware, and stay engaged.